iced tea at orange juice? May bago na! May malunggay! Malunggay, orange malunggay, iced tea. Mas masustansya at mas masarap. Malunggay, orange malunggay, iced tea. Swak sa lahat. Malunggay, litro pack.
HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea. HG Guyabano, I love my HG. Gawang Pilipino, walang kasin. Gawa sa dahon ng Guyabano. HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea.
Bumangon sa tapang at lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
A bold blend of Barako coffee, fortified with malunggay and other extracts, rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium.
Tikman ang bagong kape ng bayan, Pacquiao Coffee.
Pacquiao Original Blend 3-in-1 Coffee.
Lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
In these uncertain times, when health and cleanliness are the most important factors of the day, where germs and viruses are everywhere, when all hope is lost, it's great to know that there's one cleaning company that stands above the rest. Clean Patrol is there for you, to serve you in all your cleaning needs. Clean Patrol designs and caters to your needs, whether you are a big or small business, private home, vehicle, or even post-construction. Clean Patrol has agents ready to serve. So what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and call now. Operators are standing by. You can also check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead. Tell them Tony sent you.
At magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Nandito na naman po kami sa Banana Cake. My name is Ernest Hernandez together with my co-host, Miss Belay Fernando.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
And of course, Pepsa Vicilia.
Hi everybody, welcome to Banana Cake.
And before we introduce formally our host, we would like to thank Orich, Malunggay Iced Tea, and Orange Juice, pati na rin ang Pacquiao 3-in-1 Coffee. Yung kape na yan, meron na rin malunggay. And without further ado, we will introduce our very, very special guest for today. I'm very excited to have him on the show, Mr. Paul Tolentino of Kaya FC. Hello there, Paul. Kamusta? How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing all right. Excited for this conversation. Don't know where it's going, so let's get it on.
Okay, Paul, to be honest, we didn't have a pre-prod meeting before this, just a short informal one in Viber. But before anything else, before I pass on the questions to my co-host right now, I just want to ask, of course, the pandemic hit the entire world, and we would like to listen. What was your lessons throughout these times? What does Paul Tolentino learned at these in this pandemic?
In the world of football in the pandemic, you gotta learn to be patient and be accepting. Basically, I think it's the ability to adjust, adapt, rework your plan, rip it up again, and rework it again, and rip it up again, and rework it again until it actually happens. I think that's my biggest takeaway, is just really patience and being able to accept that you're not in control of anything. And when given the opportunity, you just got to grab it and make the most of it.
All right. So any positives so far?
A lot. I think
Okay.
I think it's mostly on those learnings, and it's rewarding when you're able to work with a team of people that are of the same mindset and willing to be patient and work together to really make the most of every opportunity. So like in the world of football last year, our league really only played 5 matches, but being in that bubble and competing there, being all together, trying to reach our goal, which we fell short of, but it made us stronger as a group.
All right. Now I want to. My co-host has a lot of questions. I've been reading the Viber messages. So yeah,
Okay.
take it away, Bella. Yeah, legal na legal ha. Hindi kita ginugulat ha.
No, I thought that sasaluhin ko si Peps. No, I mean, I've known Paul for quite some time. So my questions will be like, I'll pretend that I haven't known him for a while, and that
Okay.
I'm so thankful to him for blindly, as he said, he has no idea where this is going, but to blindly accept the invitation, especially for the YFL, he said. So I guess I want to start from the beginning. I know that you guys are in the middle of your AFC Champions League campaign, but
Yes.
to start from the beginning, I think that people want to know, like, I know like a lot of kids want to be players and coaches, but we always want to show that other side, the back end of football, and just to share how you got into that side of football.
Oh, interesting. Basically, it was, I guess, me being very passionate about football, even when I stopped playing, or even when I was playing. My former teammates and good friends knowing how much I love the game and would continue watching and studying the game. So I think what happened there is I don't know the exact story because I'm not the person to ask about this, but I think at some point, my good friends Ali and Anton, Ali Borromeo and Anton Del Rosario, who played for the national team for a long time and played for Kaya most of their life, was probably talking with the owner of Kaya, Santi Araneta, and saying that I could help or maybe mention my name or something along those lines, to help Kaya. And so Santi actually traveled out to San Francisco Bay Area to visit me over there because I was working in a completely different industry, and asked me to come back and coach. And I said, I'm not a qualified coach, so I don't think I'm the guy for this. But if you wanted me to come back, as a joke, I said, if you wanted me to come back, make me run the whole club. And then he actually said yes. So that
Was it a good joke?
well,
What do you think about the joke afterwards?
After how many years?
it's been we met in 2012, and so almost 9 years now. I moved back in 2013. So yeah, it's been about 8 years actually, almost to the day. Just a few days ago would have been the exact 8 years. So yeah, I mean it's been good. It's very different from when I first started in many ways. Not just the football industry and not just Kaya, but even myself. Like, happy to share that I've learned a lot and had to evolve and change a lot of things, even though I might be quite stubborn and stick to my ways in what I believe in with how football should be. But things do change.
It was like you were scouted and you were like a direct hire. Like the owner actually flew there and kind of scouted you to fly
A little
back
bit.
here.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit. I mean, we spoke. He came out twice, right? And so we spoke twice, 2 separate times. And we spoke multiple times in both those visits. But yeah, it was why would you want to do this, and how do you want to manage it, and what would make you different, and all of these things. So just kind of sharing my ideas and what I thought was the best direction at the time. And I guess he liked it. So he told me to come back and do it. And I haven't been fired yet, so I guess he still likes it.
I have a question. Do you have Código to your right side?
No, I do not. Do I keep look? The Champions League is on here all day.
Oh, I see. I thought you had like a script or like Código like
No,
right
no.
there. So I was
The-
like,
The hotel
wondering.
room's not the biggest. It's very comfortable. There are no complaints, but it's not the biggest. So the TV is like literally above my screen. And
Uh-huh.
sorry, sometimes it
So you're like,
distracts
no,
me.
it's okay. No, it's okay. I'm just wondering if you like wrote out your answers and like you were saying, okay,
I
this is
didn't
the
even know
only
what
thing
you're
I
gonna
can say.
ask me, so I didn't want to
Exactly.
write
That's
out.
why.
It's not a teleprompter.
Well, yeah, I thought there's like a teleprompter type of
I
thing.
wish.
So okay. I don't know if I kind of gave Código to Peps, but I don't know if he's gonna ask it. So anyway, I'm gonna ask it. Apart from the starting journey of Paul, I also wanted you to be able to share like how Kaya was from, like what is Kaya all about, and what are the colors all about of Kaya.
No, I think it's fitting timing because we're in our 25th year officially. Kaya actually, as a Kaya group of people coming together to play football, started even before 1996, but officially was incorporated as a football
team.
club. Yeah, as
As
a
a
member
club.
association football club in 1996. And what is it about? It's really about guys that love the game of football and are accepting and willing to want to play with anyone else that shares that same passion and love for football, regardless of demographic or social class or um, country or from or whatever it might be, and believes in the Kaya way. And the Kaya way is basically that um, if I'm hearing Bob Kovac in my head right now, it's have fun, win, have fun, win, win, have fun, right? And with that, also the word of kaya comes with a meaning both in traditional Tagalog, which is we can, and
Yeah,
then
you can.
so it's that never say die attitude, right? And it's kind of that step up to whatever challenge it is and just leave it all out on the field type of thing and give it all. And then the other is the Alibata version of kaya, which is susi ng kapatiran. So it's, key to brotherhood basically. And because we've created our women's team, we've had to change that really. So parang it's more like key to brotherhood and sisterhood, or just one whole family really as a whole for football.
The hood, just keep the hood. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I had like so many segues for everything that you just said, but I guess I'll start with this and Peps can just jump on. Is that you mentioned having fun and winning, and at the start of your campaign, there was a lot of having fun and winning, especially with the historic win that you had against Shanghai East Asia. So that was something that really, it was the first match that we got to cheer for in a long time, and what an epic match. Can you like share with us like that match first, like the feeling and everything about that match?
Yeah, you might have seen me just sigh, and my biggest frustration is that it wasn't televised. That's really, really sad for us. We nor AFC are in control of the playoff because the playoffs normally are held as a home and away, and thus the format is that the higher ranked nation, member association or club, in this case Shanghai, owns the media rights, right? And they chose not to show it, which was really, really disappointing. And we were petitioning to them up until 3 hours before kickoff to hopefully change their mind, because although it wouldn't have been the full production that was here currently, there were definitely more than enough cameras and people willing to shoot it. But they chose not to, and that's their choice based on the rules of the competition as it stands. I, for one, would hope that they change these rules, especially if the format is in a bubble. If it's in their home nation and they're controlling everything, then I think that's within their right. But the fact that we were all here in Bangkok already and everything was set up, it just made it really more sad. But with that said, the result was the complete opposite, right? It was just pure joy and disbelief and happiness. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain that actually until now that you just brought it up. I kind of forgot about it already. Hasn't been that long, but it feels kind of long because when being in a competition bubble, you're kind of in a grind of you play, you recover, you train, you play, you recover, you train. So it feels quite long when really it wasn't that long ago.
So yeah, you mentioned that it wasn't on air. So how, just to recap about like how Kaya's, it's been so in line with what you shared about what Kaya was all about. There was a point when Kaya just started signing all these homegrown players. How did it feel that it was a homegrown player, local talent that got you through to the
Uh,
ACL group stages?
Very, very proud moment, very rewarding. I think very well deserved by Audi. He's still learning and he's still growing, as are all the players here right now. I think that's the biggest thing. But that match was special because for those of you who have been in, it's like a championship match, right? So it's that do or die, win or go home type of feeling, and it all those kinds of matches just have a different energy about them, right? Because it feels like a cup final almost, and if you don't pull it off, then you go home. And we had a flight booked for the 25th, right? And I mean, that's a whole different story of how difficult it is to travel and bring a whole team for competition in pandemic times. But yeah, it was frantic. Everything. It was. I think people have seen the videos in the locker room, which I won't
Yeah.
say who posted them because Kaya's not allowed to post those, but obviously some players did. So if you've seen them, I mean, you can just see the pure joy that everyone in the group had, even those that were unlucky not to be able to get onto the field. I mean, it was just pure team effort. Everyone. I mean, that was our first game in 7 months. And like to be in that environment of being like in a cup final and that's your first game in 7 months was, yeah, it was unreal, really.
Yeah, syempre you see like it's your first game in 7 months and you're going up against Shanghai. Like,
Shanghai, yeah.
just you're not even researching anything about just seeing the name. Like when it drew, you're probably like, oh.
Yeah, I
For all
mean,
you know, maybe that's why they didn't want to show it because maybe they're trying to edit it. So when they go back to Shanghai, the score is different. They don't actually want to go the
Whoa.
game.
I don't wanna jump into that
No, but I'm just kidding. I mean,
opinion, but
maybe it's really one for the books. That's right. Some games actually sad that we some people didn't get to watch it, or most of the people didn't get to watch it. But it's really that win is sweeter, I guess, for you guys, and for everyone in the team.
yes, definitely. I think for everyone involved, like getting the messages from former players, from the owners, from the founders, from the staff back home. I mean, everyone, family, friends. It was just bittersweet, like more sweet, definitely, but like that we
Yeah.
couldn't share it. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a mystery. Like, did it really happen? Yeah, it did happen. But like,
It
uh,
That's
like a
true.
dream.
That's true. There was
yeah,
that feeling like, did it really happen? Because they're also all tweets.
yeah, and no, but I brought him up already, Bob. Like Bob lives in Thailand. He lives in Bangkok, and up to 2 or 3 days before the game, the quarantine rules in Bangkok would have allowed locals in Bangkok, 25 of them, to come and watch the game. So we were so stoked because there's a couple of former academy parents and kids who are now living in Bangkok, and then Bob obviously was a founder with his kid and his wife, and it would have been perfect. Like a lot of the guys haven't even met Bob; they don't know who Bob is, and so
Yeah, that's like my generation.
Who is
yeah,
Bob?
Kovac.
Kovac, yeah.
Bob's
Most of
one
your
of the original
founders,
founder.
Paul, most of
Yes,
your founders are my friends.
that's awesome. I like that.
Chris Hagedorn, Philip Hagedorn,
Yeah.
and they're my well. Philip is my teammate now, together with I don't know if Nick Severino was part of the Kaya team also
Yes.
a long time
Mitch played
ago.
for Kaya. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Same with
other thing
Rudy,
was,
the late
yeah,
Rudy Dell.
yeah, and that was the whole thing. Like so much of that match was built up for it being our 25th year, and then If you guys have been watching the matches, and I'll say this, I don't know if I'll get into trouble, but Jing can tell me afterwards. But you'll notice the back of our jersey has a black little stripe on it, right? And that's because AFC didn't allow the logo of Rudy to be displayed for the group stage. But it was displayed for the playoff, because it was a playoff. They kind of let it slide, and then when we got into the group stage, they're like, "Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to cover that up." So that was a bit sad.
That's great.
Oh,
That's
it
good
was
though.
nice of
That's
the
great.
team to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was something that was brought up by a lot of his closest friends who were also part of Kaya, and then also the owners. Is, how do we honor Rudy in a similar manner of respect that we honored Lupoy by adding the 31 stars on the badge, right, which signifies his age when he was killed. And that was the best thing that we could really think of, was really putting it on the jersey, putting his representation on the jersey. And we hope that we did him proud and did his family proud. And
No.
Was it because also that you change your colors? I heard Bella mention that it's Kaya's look now is a little bit more Rasta, because I know Rudy was.
I did not say that. You have no
Oh, was
proof
that?
that
Oh, you
I
did
said
say that? Oh, sorry. A little bird told me.
A little bird.
Grabe man, like I'm never gonna give you notes anymore.
Oh, sorry. It's my first time. These guys are pioneers, Paul. You have to excuse me. I'm the senior. I'm the senior guy here in the show, so
no
that's
problem.
why all the names you're mentioning, I
I
know
don't
your
even know if
founders.
we're more Rasta now. I felt like it was more Rasta before.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely part of the culture that it was built around. Like, I'm not gonna hide from that. We've had to change a few of the habits and practices to conform with professional
Okay.
sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're just trying to keep the tradition and the culture alive, and I just hope we're doing it justice, basically.
I mean, it really seems like you are. And like you've mentioned, the journey of Kaya has been like it started 25 years ago officially. But now you have the grassroots program, the women's program. Can you tell us a little bit about where you see those extensions of Kaya going?
I mean, first of all, we just wanted to come back. The kids haven't been able to kick a ball in a field for I don't know how many months now, right? And same with the women's. Like that's what really breaks my heart with this pandemic, is like so many people are just stuck inside and unable to do the things
It's breaking
make
a lot
them
of
happy.
furnitures as well. Yung mga bata, they just kick the ball at the house.
True.
For us a little bit, for us seniors, we're looking forward to the first Bakuna Cup.
Please don't get injured.
No. You'll be surprised. Your founders, because I came from San Agustin, and of course, the roots of I guess Kaya, most of them are Agustinians, like Santi San Agustinian, and Chris and Philip, and Nitch and all these other guys. Their roots are basically from San Agustin. So that's a team that we're forming now. So Philip actually played a fantastic game. We actually beat UP. We beat
I was
UP.
there. I watched that game in McKinley Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we beat UP. Philip was the goalkeeper, and Nitch was the one who did the penalty.
Yeah, and Phil saved the Pilos penalty.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
I didn't stop hearing
Philip
about
is
that
kinda...
nonstop from my cousins. Because Pilos still good up to this day.
Yeah, up to this day. Actually, UP is the UP in our batch is the UP in our batch is sort of like the team to beat.
Yeah, definitely. It's a strong lineup they have there.
So we were lucky to play at least the last game, which was before the pandemic. So we've been undefeated for 2 years already, CSA vets. But we played our last game. We won against UP. We played. We had a chance and honor to play with one of your Kaya greats, which was Rudy Del.
Yeah, I think to go back to Belai's question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The women.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem at
He
all.
gets to reminisce whenever we have guests. Parang majority of his questions are like, "Do you remember or do you know he was? I'm friends with your dad."
And we were champions as well.
Yeah, and he saved that penalty. Yeah,
Nice.
it's okay. We give him that. We give him that leeway. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
okay. No, I just wanted to make sure to answer the question. If we want to continue segueing, I'm cool too.
Yes, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I'll start with the women's. Obviously, we would love for the women's to have a league as well. I know you're very involved in the women's side, so I won't put too much heat on you right now. But no, I mean, I've said it before. I'd love to help out in whichever way it can happen, right? For more clubs to really join in, not just the university teams, but whoever other clubs want to join in and strengthen the women's league. I think they just like the men's, they need more games, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the women's national team is so talented, so close to really being in that elite of Asia, but without games, it's going to be difficult. Just like both clubs who are in the Champions League right now are showing, like, yeah, we're fighting and we're competing, but it's not easy. It would be easier if we could play games more consistently.
For
So
sure.
the women's, definitely, we would love to be part of a consistent league year in and year out that can keep growing. Be it slow. We don't have to take massive steps to make it too difficult for clubs to compete. In the grassroots side, obviously, Chris is still very much the driving force of our grassroots and Kaya Academy. He has big plans there. But same thing there, we want to get those kids competing against not just the best in the Philippines, but can we bring in foreign clubs and have tournaments in the country, or can these teams be traveling out to other countries and competing against them? I think that's what's really being reinforced by being in this competition and being in a bubble format of this competition. It's such a condensed version of the experience that it really drives a lot of ideas and also really stokes up the hunger and the fire.
Yeah. I can just imagine. So what is the atmosphere going into your last few games in the ACL?
I think everyone it's a combination. It's the guys are quite beat up. So we're trying to get guys recovered and back to their best form. But at the same time, it's like 100% focus. We want points. We don't want to leave this group stage without a point. So everything that we can do to maybe get a win or get a draw or get 2 wins or get 2 draws, whatever it is, to really reward the hard work that these guys have put in and the staff has put in to make this happen and to get them prepared and get them adjusted to the level of competition. Would feel better if we left with some points.
Well, you were pretty close last night. Yeah.
Can I just say something, Paul? In my other Viber group Mitch Severino said, I guess you guys lost the game. Not what was the score? 2-0 or 2-1?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he says that the 2 goals of Kaya in this tournament were proper.
Yes, I mean, I'm super proud of the goals. The 3 goals, because you didn't see the first one, but all 3 goals have been proper goals. People can say what they want about Ulsan's first goal yesterday. It's still a goal, but I mean, it's as unlucky as it gets for us and as lucky as it gets for them. And it's part of the game. But
That's true.
I was sent photos of the second goal, and it looks kind of offside. So it's kind of frustrating as well. But it's so quick. It happens so quickly, and it's so close. The margins are so fine. But these guys are not defending champions of the Champions League for nothing. They rotated. I kid you not. They played 9 different starters the first time they played us, and they played us yesterday, and they still had like 3 national team players for Korea in that lineup.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, they're a really good team. Like a really good team. And it just goes to show though that despite that our guys could compete. I mean, yeah, they went down to 10, but it was a red card. Like, it's not like they went down to 10 by a mistake of a referee. It was a guy got kicked in the face with studs. Like, it is a red card. And we pushed them and we challenged them, and created some problems for them in both games. But that's the level and quality that they have, that they're still able to pull it off, and that's what we're trying to learn from and bring back with us.
Yeah. So how are your guys holding up that they came from no training, training a little bit, and then now full blown every other day, pretty much games?
All things considered, they're doing really, really well, and I can't commend them enough. I also can't commend our medical staff enough. They're pretty much nonstop as well, every single day.
I can imagine.
Being creative, finding ways. I mean, in a bubble, it's different. It's difficult. Like, we can't just move around freely and get stuff that we need. It's very, very strict protocols to bring in anything, even just food, where there's only I think it was only last week, I forget days now, but I think it was like 5 or 6 days ago that they allowed takeout food, but only from 4 restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, quite a bit different.
No wonder
Yeah.
you're mentioning the pizza ad was making you hungry, huh?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe so when Paul gets back, for sure, fritz
I
sa
wish.
pie
I
for
wish.
ano.
I wish, but we have another 10 days of quarantine food when we get back. So
We can say that it's medicine. It's your medicine. But yeah, so yeah, so you have a few more games to prepare for, and what's next? You said no off limits, huh? So what's obviously the next step for you is another season of the PFL, right? Coming up.
yes, we're being told August 21 start date. So by the time we get out of quarantine, that would leave us about 4.5 weeks to prepare
Mhm.
again for another game. But looking forward to that.
Yeah. So before I turn it over to the question of Peps,
Okay.
sabi
Which
niya kasi,
question?
di ba, walang off limits eh.
Wait, I'm gonna go to
So
wait,
what
wait,
direction do you think is the PFL going in? Like, so
Um,
uminom
obviously
muna siya
they're
ng
looking
tubig, ah.
to. I think they're obviously looking to add a few more teams, and I'm really
Okay.
hoping it's up to 9. I'm hearing 8 or 9, which is positive. Obviously, at least it's more teams.
Yeah.
Bare minimum, I'm really hoping we can play 2 rounds. I was pushing for 3 rounds, but I'll take 2, and hopefully like a knockout cup final type thing, maybe, to make up for lack of a cup for this year. Maybe, I don't know if they finalized their format already or not, but something along the lines would be nice, of getting the top 6 in, and 4 to 6 play. Sorry, 3 to 6 play, and first and second maybe get a first round bye and wait for the winners of those teams, and then play a knockout from there. That would be fun. I think would create more games and also create more interest and excitement, because Philippine sports fans really understand that kind of playoff or knockout format a lot better than
Yes.
format.
To be honest, like I'm in football, but I like the excitement of the playoff knockout. It's like,
Yeah.
American sports.
I think that's the thing, right? Like, is just because football has so many roots and so many traditions in Europe and South America, doesn't mean that we can't cater it to our
Mhm.
sporting fans. And Australia does it, the MLS does it.
Yeah.
There's definitely a few leagues that do different things, but still keep within the tradition and the rules. So why not play around with it?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's time for it to evolve, and with the better understanding of the fans,
Yeah.
we can go back to the roots. But then for now, we are trying to capture an audience who understands championship matches,
Yeah.
playoff semis, or whatever it is. Like the 3-point whatever system is not as clear yet. It's a win or lose.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, the fans that have been watching the sport for a long time, they already get it, right? But the new people who maybe have just heard of the PFL or of Kaya or United or Stallion or whichever club, Maharlika, ADT. I don't want to leave anyone out, but there are a lot now.
Mendiola.
It's just get them involved and keep them engaged. Basically, is the thing, right? Like, it's easy to invite someone out to watch one game, but what's going to make them come back to watch a second game and a third game and a fourth game? And I think that's where the people on the marketing side and us, the clubs, we really need to think about it better and really engage the audience more.
Okay. So,
Okay, yan na si Peps. Hahataw
Yeah.
na.
So the softballs are out or what?
no, it's not that the thought balls because I'm using my phone.
You may win a
Unfortunately,
pizza if you answer well.
He has a game for you.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. So, do you have your cell phone with you, beside you, or something like that? No.
Yeah.
Okay. So this game is going to be called, since you are the team manager of Kaya. Am I right? That's correct. Or the coach,
Yes.
or
He's the
what's your
general
position?
manager of Kaya.
General
Yeah.
manager.
Okay.
Okay. So this game is, I'm just going to call this game. I'll just make this up right now. It's going to be called Kaya Moto. Okay. So
Oh, boy.
this is what you're going to do.
Ano
Okay.
ba?
With your, okay. I'll pick you up with Bella. So at least you have somebody you're going to go up against with. Okay.
What?
So
It's a
get your
competition?
phone ready. All I need to do is, okay, I'm gonna be asking you two, okay, to scroll on your phones and look for something. Let's say, for example, look for a picture of a Kaya player and flash it to me on the screen.
Why would I
Oh,
have
First
a
one to do
picture
that.
of a Kaya player on my phone?
Just Google it. You'll find somebody.
Medyo nakakaya eh. Parang we hate the judgments.
Obviously, we can
Okay.
get from Shanghai because they did show it. Okay, are you ready?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
ready,
boy.
get set, and go. So, kaya mo yan. Hanapin nyo ang player, or look for a player that plays with, or plays or played with Kaya. Go. All right, 1
Cheater!
point.
That's a
1 point.
screensaver.
No, of course not.
Can there be a competition of which one's better?
Okay. Yours is blurred, or it's my vision, but I saw Paul's. Paul's was
Oh,
my
wait lang,
vision.
wait lang.
My
I'll
friend
change the
who played
background.
for Kaya. Okay na to ah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, go next.
Oh, next. Okay. Look for the next one. This is only 5 lang, 5 lang. Okay? Kaya nyo yan. Okay?
Okay.
Look for the weirdest name you have on your cell phone.
Okay.
Oof.
That's
The
mean.
weirdest name you have your, you got like a call sign, some people call there. You have one. What's that? What's the name? Can you read it out, Paul?
I don't know. It's the first one I saw. Zul Abang.
What's so weird about that?
It's
I
just
don't have
not
any-
common.
I don't have any weird names.
You don't
That's-
have a weird name, like you don't, like if you have let's say your girlfriend, you call her like sweetie and it's on your phone or something like that.
I'm boring on my phone. Everyone has their official
yeah,
name.
full names.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm
Even my
pretty
Mine
lame.
is
family
all,
has
mine
their
is all
full
code
name.
names.
No,
Are you
I don't
serious?
have any.
Baka
Same here.
baka 30 to 10 pa yung phone.
Hindi naman,
Okay,
hindi naman.
next.
Sobra naman kayo.
Next.
Medyo updated naman ako sa cellphone ko. Okay, next. So it's Paul with 1 point, okay? Next, look, okay. Paul mentioned earlier, one of the founders of Kaya was Bob Kovac. Okay, so please look for a picture of Bob Kovac and flash it on your screen.
Oh boy.
Google, come on guys. There, oh, see? Bah. Which one?
Bagal ng
Pilipino yung
phone.
kilala, hindi naman si Bob yan. Important yun eh.
Bagal ng phone.
Hindi ko alam. I don't know what he looks like.
Google. Bob Kovac. I don't know if I pronounce his last
I
name right.
did Google Bob Kovac.
So what
It says
came out?
football
Ang daming Bob
manager.
Kovac, oh.
Ang
Can I
gaya.
pick all 6, di ba? Para, just in case.
Which is the proper one? Tama si Belay. 1 point for Belay. Okay, I'll count that because he's a football.
Wala pa akong
There.
point.
Here's a video of Bob the other day.
Wala, photo.
Oh, I
Oh my
screened it.
God.
Photo.
Kung hindi ko kaya to, ah.
One all.
Okay, go.
Okay. One more. Sorry, I can't give you pizza because when you come back, you have 10 days quarantine. Okay.
Wait, I'm so hyped. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, next.
Two more?
Kaya niyan. Next question. Okay, the first one to flash me on your phone. Okay, a picture of the mascot of the logo of Kaya. The logo of Kaya.
Maling side pa.
Mali. Not listening to
He was
instructions
like
to
showing.
people. On your phone.
Sorry, it's mirror on my phone.
Yeah.
On your phone. Okay, sige.
on
Una
your
na ako.
phone.
Una na ako.
O yan.
Magaling.
Wait tayo.
Nakaisa
Nauna
rin
na si
ako.
Ernest.
Kaya ko rin to, kaya ko rin.
Last one.
Ayan. Okay. So, three-way tie. Last one.
Yung
last
logo
one to,
sa
last
shirt
one to.
ni Paul hindi counted.
Kaya nga not listening at
Picture.
instructions si ano eh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Ito na,
One
since our
all.
show is called Banana Kick, this is gonna be hard. Look for a picture of somebody trying to attempt or a video of somebody trying to attempt a banana kick. Picture or video is fine. Somebody
Basically, you
trying
just
to attempt a
have
banana
to.
kick.
You just have to have fast fingers and
Ano,
premium
This
YouTube.
is my answer. Because
bakit
he always
potato
used to
chips?
say it live on
Banana
TV.
chips yung lumabas sa akin. Yun ang banana chips, oh.
Hey, that's what's his name? The comedian. Is that the comedian?
No, that's the writer. That's Bob Guerrero, because he's
That's
the first
Bob
guy I ever
Guerrero.
heard on a live Ascal's game still call a curved shot a banana kick. So
Well, if I was going to also comment or host a football game, you'd hear me saying the banana kick.
He's just
Okay?
showing it pala.
Paul showed it first. Okay, congratulations, Paul.
He
You just
showed
won yourself.
Guerrero's
He
face.
showed it first. Okay, so it's 2 versus 1. 1 point for Ernest, 1 point for Belay, and 2 points for Paul. Woohoo!
Paul can win it all.
Yeah,
Or-
he can win
or-
it all. But I have to contest showing Bob Guerrero's face.
it's
For a while, I'm
I'm
sorry,
giving
Bob.
props to Bob. Why don't you like Bob, Belay? Why don't
I
you, what
love
don't you like
Bob.
about Bob?
I love Bob. Bob Guerrero,
Oh.
I love you. You know that.
I just kept it with the theme. We went from Bob Kovac, I went to Bob Guerrero. So, you know.
Ang galing naman
You know
ito.
what, I thought it was Jokoy. It was Jokoy. It was blurred.
Grabe.
sorry.
Anyway,
Oh,
congratulations.
that was
And
his-
your prize, Paul. You can sleep soundly. You win an overnight stay, okay? In your room, in your hotel, wherever you are. I think you're in Thailand. So enjoy your sleep tonight. And congratulations.
You want to know something? No alcohol
Yes.
allowed in this bubble.
Oh, Paul, I'm so sorry for you.
No alcohol?
No
If you know-
alcohol allowed in the bubble. After we won the Shanghai game, that's one of the, after all the thank yous and the family calls and the team, we got on the bus. I messaged the food and beverage manager of the hotel. I was like, okay, I've been abstaining until we win this game. Now we won. How can I buy some booze? Not allowed. I'm like, what?
Can
So
I just say, if you know Paul, that's not easy.
hey, don't naman make me sound so bad. It's just stress relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Stress
calls for a
relief, stress
celebration. It's
Yeah,
not every day
exactly.
you win against Shanghai.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Mga lumpia talaga,
Definitely
mga
not.
lumpia. Hindi
Anyway.
pinakita yung video.
He's ano. Okay, Peps, go ahead. You can ask your questions. Nag-game ka lang kagad eh.
Nag-game na ako kasi, alam mo, I'm sorry, I'm so low-tech. Okay, I'm using my phone. So I cannot go back. When Paul was answering me kanina, okay, I cannot go back because you can see my finger moving like that all the time.
Can't go. What?
But anyway, okay, have you ever, okay, so you ended up as a general manager of Kaya. What position did you used to play before before you ended up the general manager of Kaya?
I used to be a striker.
Striker. Together with you used to play with sila Ali and
I grew up with Ali. I played with a lot of the older guys actually. I played with a lot of old timers as well. I played with Rudy even. With Rudy, with Bob, with Freddy Gonzalez, with
yeah,
Christian
I was gonna say
Lozano,
that.
with
I was gonna
Alvin.
say that.
Yeah.
Do you have videos, Paul? I want to see this.
Wasn't Uso back then, man. I mean,
That's what Pep should have been. Show me a video of Paul Tolentino playing football.
Oh, like what I did with Mon Fernandez. Sexy shorts or long shorts? Kasi, di ba, nung panahon nila Mon Fernandez, maxi yung mga shorts eh.
yeah, ours though that was the era of like, if I wore my jerseys in high school and college, they'd be big for me now. That was the era. Like, the jerseys were so big. Like I saw even one of I think it was World Cup 98 or something along those lines. Like Raul was celebrating a goal and he put his arms out. That was the style back then. Everything was big.
Yeah, now it's all body fit. So that's why we still up for the old
it's
style.
back to the smaller, tighter stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, wait, so have you ever attempted, since you were a striker before, have you ever attempted a banana kick? As Bob Guerrero would say, or call a curve shot.
Of course. You'd have to
And did
score
it
a few
ever
goals
go
that
in?
way. Of course.
There you
Who was the
go.
keeper? Who was the keeper? What's
Who's
your
the
most
keeper?
memorable banana kick shot?
I'm not gonna call out keepers, man. They're gonna get back at me. But yeah, they know who they are. I'm friendly. I'm friendly nowadays. I'm friendly to keepers too. But yeah, I mean, I used to take free kicks too, so I used to have to do that for sure.
Okay, when you get back, hopefully, if all these things, even this, you're right, this bubble is, especially with football, you guys are lucky enough to play,
Yes,
like your women's
definitely.
team, especially the kids. Just imagine the kids are not yet vaccinated. So, I mean, it's going to be a while, no? So, what can you suggest for the kids so that they will be, entertained, they don't lose their love for the sport
Play
during
any
these times?
sport. For me, it's play any sport. Just find a way to be active. I don't even care if it's whatever
But
sport.
you know what the problem is now? You know what they consider a sport? I don't know, maraming magagalit siguro sa akin.
Uh, I didn't
Mobile
get.
Legends is a
Yeah,
sport.
I knew you were going there. Yeah, esports.
Diba?
Yeah, okay. That's why I said be active. Play any sport that makes you get active and gets your body moving and a little bit outdoors. If you have a garden or you're allowed on the driveway for a few hours or whatever it is, just get outside, be active, get your muscles moving, get your body moving. I think that's the a thing that is being overlooked is that side of physical development. Especially, I feel really terrible for those like in their mid to late teens. Like this is the prime of when they're supposed to be developing their athletic abilities, and then
Yeah, that's so
been
true.
stuck at home for 2 years.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Paul. So,
No
Bella,
worries.
back to you.
Pag naubusan na kami si Bella, binabato namin.
Depends on the guest. No, I just want to know. We're wrapping up, and I just want to know. I think I've kind of asked it now, but like I just wanna know what your long term, like where you see Kaya, the organization, the club. How big do you see it going? Where do you see it going in the future?
I want to be back here. I want to
Yeah.
be back in the Champions League. That's for sure. Um, I think it's just continuing down our path, right? Of growing the sport, growing it in the community, growing it with the youth, expanding and keeping the culture and the values of the club going generation to generation. I'll share just a small tidbit, but like I was saying earlier, a lot of our guys didn't know Bob, so Bob Kovac. So we were really hoping he would be able to come to the Shanghai game and speak to the guys, even if it was up from the stands. And so he wasn't able to do that. So we asked him a favor, and I can't share it because it's private, but we asked him a favor if he could just record a message for the team. And the guys and the staff were genuinely shocked. Like it was like a 3 or 4 minute audio clip. And I think they were more motivated by that 3 minutes than 8 years of whatever stuff I've been saying to them. It's so true. Even I was like remembering what it was like for Bob to give a pre-match speech or a halftime speech, and I was sharing it with my old friends and guys that played for Bob and the co-owners and the founders, and even they were amazed. And it just brings you back to what this club really is about and how important it is to stay true to its values.
Yeah. I think that's what's really important. And I think that's why Kaya's lasted the 25 years. It's like it's deeply rooted in a community, in a way
Yeah.
of a style of playing football, and the brotherhood and sisterhood and everyonehood that you have now. And like I always say, like if you're rooted, like whatever it is you're doing, if you're in an organization or you're in a company or whatever it is, like going back to the original objectives, going back to the root of why you're doing something, really guides you, and it's really evident in what Kaya has built and what Paul has continued to guide Kaya to build. So yeah, it's really awesome stuff.
I think just to top onto that, it's getting those kids in the academy into this first team, right? So the more kids that get to experience this through the system is the most rewarding thing. So yes, there are really fantastic players outside the Philippines and everything, and you can't rely on everyone in the system, but the more of them that can come through and drive the club to gain more success, I think it makes everyone at the club even prouder.
Yep.
I've seen the Kaya kids actually practice before, because when we used to, get ready for our senior
Yeah,
tournaments.
they were there.
Reminisce na naman siya.
What can I do? I'm stuck here. I want to wear my boots and play, but of course avoid some injuries. But it really is a fun sport. I'm like it's sad that we don't get the followings as like in basketball. But if you really love the sport, you'd understand
Yeah.
you'd understand football the way we love football.
It's more people on the team. It's more fun that way.
Yeah, that's actually
Bigger parties.
Exactly.
I used to run a club before, way before Kaya, way before all this. I used
Which
to have a
one?
bar, and I used to have a bar.
Yeah. Sorry, I
And
thought you said
literally,
the club.
I ran my club with food and alcohol. No salaries, no nothing. Food and alcohol.
King Koy.
That's awesome.
Diba? And those guys used to play also with me, because it's either you're from LaSalle, Ateneo, UST, or UP. We all get together, play, and then after that, like the longest running club, if not mistaken, aside from maybe your professional club, is the Blue Guards. I don't know if you've heard of the Blue Guards.
Yes.
Okay, they're a bunch of guys who have been playing for the longest time, and the oldest player or member is about 80 plus or 90, Mindo Fajardo.
Yeah.
Okay, and sometimes he shows up on the field to play on a Sunday in Ateneo.
Bella is smiling because Bella managed a club that played against Blue Guards.
Oh, that's
Smiling.
exactly what they
Stop
thought.
abusing. Stop abusing older people, Bella.
Hey, I love the Blue Guards. I love
No,
Attorney Ingles.
I knew you were smiling, but no, I mean, some people. I'm just gonna go back to that topic, because some people were like, "What were they doing on the field?" And I was the complete opposite. I was like, "Why wouldn't they want to be on the field if they were given the opportunity to get on the field against the newest, youngest, best players in the country? Why wouldn't they wanna? I mean, it's competition.
Oh,
right?
you're talking about they joined the tournament.
Yeah, and
And
I have not.
and they had the most points scored against them, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
okay. The way it happened and the results and all of that didn't work out so well for them. But
Yeah.
if I were them and I was given the chance to play against the best players at that time, why not? Like, I just want to know how much the level has changed, or I want to feel what it's like to have to chase this guy. I mean, I wouldn't want to chase him for 90 minutes. I just want to do it for 10 minutes. But still, like,
And it's good than nothing.
I think it's awesome. I think more power to them.
Yeah, they're really an amazing bunch. So that's why I look forward to joining their tournaments every November or early December.
And then what happens after the third half in the parking lot?
They are the only ones who are allowed to do that in your school.
And they call it the third half.
Yeah.
You know that? The three there in the football field of Ateneo. That's an
I don't know what
amazing
you're talking about, Peps. I don't know.
You don't know?
Didn't see anything. Don't know anything.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so wait, you also have, I don't know what time. If you have to go, I don't have a watch. I'm not aware, but
at some point I'm gonna have to go. Yes.
Ernest.
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, you guys covered it all.
That's why.
You guys covered it all, but anyway, we would like to, of course, again, thank you for the time. I mean, we actually do this every 6 o'clock, and we almost did it at 8, but we forced it at 7. So, but anyway,
Thank you for that, by the way.
it's way past my bedtime.
Thank you.
By
Thank you
way
for
past-
adjusting the time.
Yeah, but of course, it's an honor to have you around. And this is the thing. Since we just have 3 minutes left on the show, we would like to give you the floor to thank everyone, to give your greetings, or if you want to promote, now's their chance.
Oof, I'm not good at this. No, first of all, thank you for inviting me. I think it was a pleasure, and I really didn't know what to expect getting on the show, but it was fun. So I enjoyed that, and really appreciate the invite. Really appreciate the airtime for Kaya. I wish I could get all the guys on instead of me because they're more entertaining than I am. But yeah, I mean, no, I think we just want to continue thanking and supporting everyone that's been supporting the club, whether you're actually a fan of Kaya or not. But just the fact that people are watching and tuning in and trying to see what the Champions League is all about. I promise you, it doesn't disappoint. I don't know if it translates on TV, just how amazing some of these clubs are that both the Philippine clubs are competing against. But there is so much to learn and there's so much to gain by being at this level. There are arguments. I guess some people are asking if we even deserve to be here, whatever it might be. Hey, we didn't make the rules and we're here, so we're gonna make the most of it. So yeah, I mean, everyone that's involved in football, whether it be formally or informally, if you're a fan, if you work in football or whatever it is, I think yeah, just continue on helping to grow the sport.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you so much, Paul, for the time again. And we'll give our floor out right now for our co-host. Peps, alam ko marami kang gustong batiin, marami kang mga kaibigan. Bring out the list.
wala naman masyado. But Paul, thank you so much. I mean, it's glad that I found out that you witnessed our win over UP, the CSA Vets. Okay, that makes me happy enough. Because we are the undefending champion from 2020, 2021, 2022. Wala pa kami kalaban. Thank you for witnessing that. And of course,
wala nang lumaban.
Wishing you all the best in your tournaments, okay, in your games, in whatever tournaments you guys join. And thank you being for our guest this evening. And of course, don't forget Fritz Pies available on weekends. And don't forget also, Bella, you have to promote something. I'm gonna switch it on to you.
Back to you, Bella.
It was Tony's the one promoting it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I rarely express this, or maybe I do all the time because like I see in Paul start with Kaya, and I think that was also the time when I started, not in the same position as him, not recruited all the way in San Francisco, but just to see the growth and ups and downs of football in the country over the past 8 or so years, and just the dedication that it took, and just sticking to your guns and taking these young kids that have been with you for a while now to such a big stage, just such a big competition. I mean, it's the biggest club competition in Asia. Although nabubulol-bulod din siya dati ito yung competition, Ernest, na dati hindi mo masabi ng tama.
It's now the right time.
It's now the right time. It's AFC Champions League. So it's the biggest club competition that we have, and to see the way that you guys got into it, you guys booked the ticket for sure. Everyone was also saying, for sure, we'll one and done. But yeah, pat on the back, good job. But no, you made it.
For the record, to support that, so that my players don't lose faith in me, I booked 2 tickets. So we just have to cancel the other one.
You have to
we just have to cancel the early one.
You have to be sure. You have to be sure na my flight. No, but yeah, no, I mean, just seeing it face value, just coming from the situation we came from, who would have imagined that this is where you would have been?
True.
The scoreline last night was what your scoreline would be. So, I mean, just props to you and props to the whole Kai organization for what you guys are trying to do. And congratulations. You can say that the past few games have been really rough. The scoreline's been rough, but still, it's an amazing feat in itself. And I know that is not enough for you. The amazing feat of making it there. I know you guys want to be getting the points, winning, just making us proud. So good luck.
Football.
Good luck in the rest of the tournaments, and then we look forward to seeing you in the 3-round robin PFL tournament
and the knockout games.
Yeah, thank you again.
The knockout tournament as well.
Knockout.
Nice
format.
We'll pass that along. We'll pass that to PFL. No, but I really appreciate it. And appreciate the support. Appreciate again the the outpouring of compliments. I'm not good with compliments, so sometimes I don't react properly. I've been
Yeah,
told
same
many
here.
times. But no, it really does mean a lot. It means a lot to everybody here. And like I said, it's unfortunate they were at training, so you had to deal with me and not the more entertaining
No, it's nice to
people
have
on
you
the
as a
field.
guest.
Nice,
Una
yeah.
kaya.
So,
Yeah.
well, Paul, can I just add? I think that your comment about not be knowing what to do with compliments. I think that's why you and I are in the back end staff.
It's true. It's much better there for me.
Yeah,
Suits my
same
style
here.
better.
Very nice.
All right, so it's up to me now to close the show. But anyway, thank you very much, Paul, for the time once again. We are actually in overtime already, but still, it's an honor to have you. And with that, we would like to thank our sponsors first and foremost: HG Guyabano, Orich Malunggay. Malunggay Orange and Malunggay Iced Tea, and also Pacquiao 3-in-1 Coffee, Frisa Pizzas, and Tony De La Cruz. What do you call it? Ngayon ko lang nakita yung ad eh. So, hindi pa
Green Patrol.
Green
Parang
Patrol. Yes, please. If you, I may use that soon. I may need to have something here in the house very soon. But anyway, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Sir Mike Atayde, to the Youth Football League as well. And again, if you are new to the page, if you're watching from YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. If you're watching from Facebook, please like the page as well, as we are already 80,000 followers on YouTube and on Facebook, 50,100 on YouTube as well. So anyway, my name is Ernest Hernandez, and this is just our message for you at times like these, is just to stay safe and God bless.
Thank you for watching, Panalaki.
Orange Malunggay Iced Tea, mas masustansya at mas masarap. Ang dating iced tea at orange juice, may bago na, may malunggay. Malunggay, orange malunggay iced tea, mas masustansya at mas masarap. Malunggay, orange malunggay iced tea, swak sa lahat. Malunggay, litro pack.
HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea. HG Guyabano, I love my HG.
Gawang Pilipino. 2. Walang kasin. 3. Gawa sa dahon ng guyabano.
HG Guyabano, homegrown iced tea.
Bumangon sa tapang at lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
A bold blend of Barako coffee, fortified with malunggay and other extracts, rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium.
Tikman ang bagong kape ng bayan. Pacquiao Coffee.
Pacquiao Original Blend 3-in-1 Coffee.
Lasa ng bagong pag-asa.
In these uncertain times, when health and cleanliness are the most important factors of the day, where germs and viruses are everywhere, when all hope is lost, it's great to know that there's one cleaning company that stands above the rest. Clean Patrol is there for you, to serve you in all your cleaning needs. Clean Patrol designs and caters to your needs, whether you are a big or small business, private home, vehicle, or even post-construction. Clean Patrol has agents ready to serve. So what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and call now. Operators are standing by. You can also check them out on Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead. Tell them Tony sent you.